hey everybody. You know, I don't know what to say about this. I don't even know what you're gonna think about it. Okay? It's just like it's something I gotta do. All right? And I know my friend. I don't know what he's changed his name to, but Pastor 2 Liter J, he's gonna come down on me for this because I'm 100% sure that he's gonna find that this girl is a Freemason. So it's kind of a bummer, but I see what they're doing, okay? And I want to show this to you, and it's driving me crazy because, you know, like when you're right in the crosshairs of advertising, like a quick story. If you ever seen that movie, every Thanksgiving they play it for 24 hours. It's called A Christmas Story. That was based on a novel. It was based on a book by Gene Shepherd called "In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash." And there's one part in it where he wants a BB gun for Christmas, and you know, he's trying to get his mother on board with this idea of buying a BB gun, which was not going over well. And I'm trying to remember what the point was with this, but he was the target of these ads that were just like booby trapping kids, and it was a picture of Red Ryder at the time, and Red Ryder was just a real handsome kind of guy, and he carried his 6-shooter or whatever it was, a rifle. And you know, at that time it was much more like that in the United States, right, all over. And he just admitted, he said freely that he admitted that, you know, he was hooked as soon as the ad came out. So it's kind of like that, and I guess that's why I'm doing this. But I couldn't wait anymore for somebody to win the contest. So the contest is now officially over. We didn't get a winner because we had about 50 views on it between the two videos, or 60, and nobody got it. So the song is too old. It's from 2009, and it's so beautiful. But it's like I resent the fact that I'm so manipulated with this that I can't help myself, okay? So I'll let you listen to it, okay? It's the whole thing, okay?
With that guy, he asked me out and he wants to go surfing. It's weird because he's not my dad at all, but he seemed kind of funny.
Okay, now what's the whole point of this, okay? Now, anybody that subscribes to me knows that I'm very deep, okay? I really am. I'm like, who is the real Paul, you know? And I gave more thought on this right now, and I don't know what it is, but look, I know I'm probably gonna get shit from this video, okay, that I'm doing, but remember we were talking about the sex dolls, okay? I thought about it with this girl. I gave it considerable thought, okay? Now, am I just bigoted? Is it like, I don't know what to say. Am I bigoted? Because I couldn't, like, I was thinking about maybe making a sex doll of this, right? Like, that would be the other option. Like, maybe like we could decide on like just 2 like sex dolls and prototypes. And like, when you look at this, I mean, it's all there. You know what I mean? Like, you can look at it right here. It's all there. Look. Now look at this. What I'm telling you. When she comes out, I mean, folks, look at how beautiful her body is. Look at that. Look at her. Look! Oh my God, look at her butt. She's so beautiful. And look at this. Do you see what I'm talking about? And like, I'm thinking about that, and I feel differently about this one than I do the woman from that financial channel. Okay? Now, am I racist? Is that what it is? Like, do I view that girl differently than I view this girl? Because this right here, let me see if I can put it to you right. Let's say somehow through this global, whatever it is, that this stew that we're in, let's just say that I wound up meeting this woman and I wound up getting with her, which would, like, forget about the odds, okay? That's not gonna happen. But if I did, this would be like, I could not enjoy the sex with this. I couldn't do it. Because this girl is so beautiful. It's like looking at a work of art. You know what I mean? It's almost obscene. Just looking at her, like, seriously, folks, look at this. Okay, look. I mean, this is not hard to understand. Look at this, okay? Look at that! I mean, and then combine that with this angel face. Look at this. Oh, now, do you see what I'm talking about? All right. Now, imagine you're with that girl. Okay, what's her name? Cobie Caillat. Okay. Imagine you're with her, and she starts breaking out into that song, going, and I'm trying not to tell you, but I want to. I mean, I don't even think I could concentrate because it would be so overwhelming. You know what? You remember how those girls used to pass out at the Beatles concerts? Remember? It was just like too much for them. I think there's a male version of that. I would be happy to be in there somewhere. You know what I mean? And if, like, in that position right there, I don't even know how I could function. And I'm not saying that as an old man. I'm saying that, like, well, you see, the only good thing about being, like, old now, like I am, is that you begin to realize the things that you did and whether they were a mistake or whether they were like what you should have done, and you know, like you become familiar with yourself, you know, like I had to do this because I wasn't qualified to do anything else. I had to cut yards because I just wasn't like, my aptitude was not, I didn't have it for other things. So I was able to grasp this and do it. Although not really well, I did, you know? And like you think back on it now as I get older and it's pretty much over now, you know? And you say, yeah, you know, you were right. It would have been really hard for you to try to go to school as a nursing aide or what, you know what I mean? Like you start to realize these things. So like maybe like if I was like 36 or 38 and like I had young genes, so like when I was like 36, I looked like I was like 24. That's not a joke either. I looked like I was like 24, 25 years old. When I was 34, I looked like I was around 22. I did. I had really young genes. So like at that time, I guess it does have something to do with it being old, right? Because at that time, like if, well, of course, Cobie Caillat wasn't really around there in this form, or she was, but she wasn't in this, not yet. But what I'm saying is, if I had this, like when I was 30 years old, I'm not sure that I would have understood what that was all about. You know what I mean? Like I would have thought there was something more. But like when I look at this, it's just so ridiculous that I honestly speaking, I have never seen another woman so, and you'll notice I'm not saying anything sexually here. This has got nothing to do with sexually. She's so pretty and she's so much of a sweetheart. You know, and I know that that's, I mean, you know, I know my friend Pastor 2 Liter J, he's going to say this was all, your mind is all being controlled by the Freemasons, you know? And he's probably right. The girl's probably a Freemason or whatever they call that. It's obviously set up to do exactly what it's doing to me. But anybody that can look at that girl and see her singing that song without just seeing the best in a female of the planet, it's just crazy in my opinion. It's so beautiful, you know, it's sweet. So I guess that's the name of it. And like now we're going to switch over, okay, and I'm going to show you the other one, and that's the one I want to make a sex doll out of, okay? This one, I thought about it, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because it's like, it's ridiculous. The whole thought of it, I couldn't do it. She's just too beautiful. You know what I mean? So stand by, and I'll try to find this other girl, and we'll do a comparison, and we'll kick this around. So stand by. Folks, you don't know how long it just took me. It took me like a half hour of looking to find this girl, and it was worth it. I found out her name. It's Kristy I, and she is really beautiful. We're going to look at this. There's no doubt that she's married and all that. We're going to see all about this, okay? Because this is the one I wanted to use as a prototype for that sex doll. And, oh my God. All right, well, it's understandable, is it not? Okay? Now, do you understand what I'm saying here? Now look, this, she doesn't have, like, do you see how you can make a sex doll out of this one? Do you see how it's a very easy transition? I mean, look at that. There's almost no features, in my opinion. She's drowned it there with eye mascara. You know why? Because honestly, she's probably not all that pretty. You know, if you saw her without makeup, you would know what I'm talking about. You understand? Now let's take a look at this. And then, okay, Kristy I is the co-host of Boom Bust, bringing her unique perspective on the capital markets to the show. It's all bullshit. They have her on because every guy wants to bang her. Okay? I mean it. You know that I'm not lying about that. Every guy wants that. I don't care if they're millionaires or whatever else. They all want that. She's there for, you know what, eye candy, all right? They're not immune to it. Okay, she started her career on the commodities oil trading desk at JP Morgan and also has experience in institutionalized equities and venture capital, specializing in biotech, tech, and gaming. Blah, 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 blah. She became interested in cryptocurrencies in 2014 and is a huge proponent of net neutrality. She believes that blockchain is going to play a significant role for the future of the internet and how data gets transferred. She is currently involved in several blockchain projects and is an active investor in various emerging technologies. Kristy is based out of Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles. I know because she talks like a valley girl. Her whole behaviors are like a valley girl. You know, if you ever listen to her. Okay, so now when I looked at RT on their talent list, she's not listed. So now the thing to do is to go onto Google and pull up Kristy I, and it's a really weird spelling, okay? So let's put Kristy I. I can't do that, I won't read it. Images of Kristy I. There, it's gotta pull up. Now we can find out whether or not she's pretty. She might have some things where she's not covered like a raccoon. See? Let's view all. See, I get you in on the good stuff here. I'm not kidding. This might blow it for me too. I may not want a sex doll after I see her, you know, in her raw state. All right, now look. You see this right here? That's her true look right there. And she's still drowning in eye mascara. Okay, here she looks a little bony. Let's have a look at this. She looks a little bony here, but that's not a good picture. Now you see that's a far cry, is it not, gentlemen? You see what they're doing to her? See what they're doing? Let's keep going down the line. Okay, well there's no guys in this picture, so that's acceptable. That doesn't ruin it for me. Now, looking at that, we're gonna look to see if she's got like tons of eye makeup on. She's still real pretty, okay? Let's just call a spade, okay? That girl's pretty hot, okay? She's pretty hot. All right, let's keep going here. Let's see. And I thought I was gonna be able to sleep tonight. Ah! Oh my God! All right, I have to see this. I told you, this is like how they pick the girls to be stewardesses on China Air. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're gonna have to end it, okay? I gotta excuse myself. Seriously, I gotta excuse myself. I'm sorry, subscribers.